my name is Bonnie Steepleton, and I'm Director of Student and Career Services at the University of New Mexico School of Law. Welcome to our podcast, and today we have Associate Dean for Faculty Development, Nathalie Martin, here to talk about business law. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about your background, because when I think of business law, I don't think of a person who also does yoga and wellness and those kinds of things.
Well, I actually think they go together pretty well. I started my career at a pretty big law firm doing transactional work. And we'll talk a little bit about what that means.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
It means doing deals, writing contracts, and reviewing leases and corporate documents and things like that.
So it's not really a litigation job.
Exactly. It's sort of the opposite of litigation. I personally have done some litigation, but I found that it really didn't suit me because I don't really like confrontation that well. And I find that the business work is really fun. It's like a puzzle. And rather than sort of tearing something down and fighting a lot, you can help people build a business or build something.
So the transactions themselves, what does that mean? Like a purchase of a business?
Right. So it can be a purchase of a business. It can be a merger with another business. You can just grow a business. You can offer stock in a business. You can also just set up operations, like get someone a lease and look at supplier contracts and that sort of stuff.
So an impolite question I always like to ask is how a person gets paid. I did insurance defense for years, and I was on the defense side, so my time was hourly. My opponents were all personal injury lawyers who got a contingent fee. So how about your transactional type stuff?
Right. So transactional stuff, you're probably going to get paid by the hour. But it depends. If you want to open up your own shop and do transactional work, as a small firm attorney, you could also do things by the transaction. But a lot of hourly work.
Okay. So there's big firm opportunities, it sounds like, as well as smaller solo practice?
Absolutely. And I wish more people would really focus on the sort of classes that we offer here at UNM in the business arena and then go out and help small business owners in New Mexico. We really need that.
So what are those classes? What are some of the things?
Yeah, so starting points would be business associations and federal tax, and then probably secured transactions. And some other good ones would be sales, nonprofit law, bankruptcy, real estate law, consumer law, international business transactions, and then, of course, our economic justice clinic.
That's interesting. So tell me about that.
Yeah, I'd love to. I just came out of there. I was in there for about a year, and we helped a lot of clients, many different ways. Sometimes we helped them with like small business incorporation. We also helped nonprofit organizations get started and file their paperwork with the IRS. We also helped some people file for bankruptcy, and we did quite a bit of collections work. So if you get a judgment against somebody, which is most of what our students learn to do all day, you then have to figure out, what the heck am I going to do with this judgment? How do I turn that into money? So those were the kinds of cases that we had. It was really terrific.
Interesting. All right. So what else can you tell me about business law as a topic? We've covered transactional work and then some of the stuff you just mentioned. Is there more?
Yeah. I mean, I guess the main thing I would tell students is that if you want to do transactional work, you should take the contracts class and things that grow out of that. And then as you go through your life, your everyday life, just think about all the businesses that you come in contact with and what some of their legal questions might be. One of the reasons I love this practice is that it has a wonderful lifestyle compared to a lot of the litigation jobs.
So what does that look like?
So it looks like you can set your own schedule.
Oh, I like that.
It's wonderful. And you also meet people who are really excited to see a lawyer. And that really isn't true of a lot of people who go see a lawyer, right?
Yes.
So you go to a lawyer to set up a new business or for some other business work, and usually you're excited about everything that's in front of you, and the lawyer can be part of that building process.
So what sort of jobs do you think are out there for people who want to practice in this area? Like, how would you start a job search? It seems really big to me. Like, how would you narrow that down?
Well, pretty much every sort of government office needs lawyers like this. For example, one of my former students and mentees is a landlord tenant attorney at the city of Albuquerque, and he is extremely successful. Got interested in the leasing stuff. So government jobs. There are certainly some good bankruptcy jobs in the government. Most of the large firms also have transactional practice. They might have a bankruptcy or insolvency practice. And then the one that I really think is great is, combining with a friend, perhaps working at another firm for a while and then getting together with a friend and starting a practice that is in either one of these fields or, I forgot to mention, consumer law.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
We need a lot more consumer lawyers. And the nice thing about those, you asked me about payment, right?
Yes.
This should get people interested. So there's a lot of federal laws that get broken all the time when it comes to debt collection and credit reporting, and you get paid through this federal statute. So if you win your case, you get all of your legal fees.
Wow, that sounds great. Interesting. So those are the stereotypical annoying phone calls that happen for people who owe money somehow, kind of thing?
Or maybe they don't. I mean, because the thing people don't know about is a lot of debts are sold 5 or 10 times.
Wow.
And so you can end up with somebody collecting against you that might not really know anything about you or your debts. So always challenge those.
It sounds like a field where you can really connect and help people, connect with and help them.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think so. And I think you can also develop, if you do the business work, a long-term relationship with clients. And so it's really nice. It's also a specialty that once you learn it, you don't have to keep relearning it. Like if you do medical malpractice, you'll learn about, sponges embedded in organs for 3 years,
Yes.
and then some other really narrow thing. I love the fact that the training that we provide in this area is useful over a lifetime.
That's great. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to add that I haven't asked?
No, I just hope that more people will take us up on these offerings.
Sounds great, and I hope they do too. It seems like an underserved need in our community, and if people are inspired to do it, then I would thank you for that
Sure.
inspiration.
I mean, I actually think if more people did this type of practice, we might even have a better economy in New Mexico, which would be terrific.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.